All right, we're gonna go and try this again. Apparently, it is not like me live streaming IBGF matches, which kind of sucks. So we're actually gonna review one of my matches that I had. I was actually wanting to go through and do this film study with Keenan, but we're gonna have to do a bit of work to find some matches that YouTube's not going to freak out on a little bit here. So um, it's weird because I thought it would have been fair use and it would have been good to go. But oh well. This is my match that I had with Jackson Nagai. For context, this is the second round of last year at the lightweight division for adult. My first round, I had a match with Vitor Hugo, super talented guy. I was able to submit him, and from my understanding, I'm the first guy to actually ankle lock him. But in the process of ankle locking him and breaking his foot, I ended up slipping my disc in my lower back, which I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it really sucked. But in that process, I had kind of 30 minutes. It ended up being 30 minutes between that match and my match with Jackson. Took way too much ibuprofen and a lot of icy hot on the back, taped it up. I couldn't even sit down. Adrenaline is such a crazy thing that your body produces that I was able to have a really good performance until at the point of this match you guys are going to see with me, I ended up injuring my back way more. It got to a point that I couldn't feel my legs, couldn't move my legs. It was not good, to say the least. So, but we're going to go ahead and make sure that I've got the stream going good here, and then we're going to be good to go. So we're going to go ahead and get this one started. So this is the beginning of the match. It's actually really neat because I had actual commentary in this match, and man, as a fan and student of jiu-jitsu, it's really crazy to hear. So if you guys actually see this beginning part of the match, he pulls, but he immediately comes up. So initially, they give Jackson 2 points because it looked like he pulled, and then I pulled, and then he came up. But in the process of the review, because IBGF reviews film, they have, I think the judges were just this way, and they ended up reviewing the film, and they realized through reviewing the film that he pulled, and then he came up. And as he came up, I immediately pulled. And this is crazy because the amount of pain my back was in was substantial, but I was so in the moment and in the zone in this match because I was so excited about the opportunity to have a match with Jackson. We ended up pulling, and then a lot of this is just looking to try to make connections to his leg here. And you guys are going to see a lot of my offense that a lot of my jiu-jitsu is extremely dangerous, especially in the guard retention phase. Because here I have a lot of strong knee bars that I love to attack. The problem is the hip flexion that I have to use to be able to finish a submission like this really is difficult on my back. I mean, really difficult on my back. So when I'm doing this, a lot of this is looking to make connection to try to find an opportunity to connect to my lapel guards that are going to be easier on my back. And I'm going to be very blunt with you guys. I didn't know which one would work the best because I just injured it really bad. There's my guy, Ademir Baheto, coaching me. Freaking love that dude. And as you see, I'm making connections here. I thought I was going to be able to come up, score the 2, get pretty close, rotate through. And then, man, what's crazy, it looks hairy in this position, but there was not a point of me thinking I was going to get scored on. Now, this is funny because I don't know Jackson personally, but in a competitor standpoint, not a fan of this dude. Look what he does. Look. Is acting for me to hurry up, right? And I think a lot of his mindset at this point was a little frustrated about how the initial part of the match potentially was going. Like he wasn't able to secure points. He views me as a nobody, which you could definitely say that. When you compare to what he's been able to do in the sport, this is him coming back as a returning world champion. But he's like motioning me to come forward like I'm scared to go with him or whatever. But if you guys watch this right here, and I'm not hating on the guy for his gamesmanship, but the ref has not said go yet, right? So I think they're going to review. This is when I mentioned earlier that they take away the 2 points for the double guard pull. So now it is 0-0. But look here, okay? I've got tarantula guard, which is spider and then same side collar. The ref has not said go yet. Ready? And this whole time, he's trying to work his arm to the inside, and I keep pummeling my foot. Like, the ref had not said go, but he's already going, which, to me, honestly, in the moment, I thought it was pretty hilarious. This is one of the strongest guard retention concepts right here. I learned this from my buddy Sebastian Serpa, but it's a cross spider concept to where if you're controlling the sleeve, you can take your other leg. So if my left arm is controlling the sleeve, my right leg can go all the way over to the cross bicep. It is an extremely powerful guard retention mechanic you guys can use. And then, as you guys can see, I'm looking to connect. And this is when we start finding the lapel. And this position right here is interesting because, especially with Jackson, he's got really nasty Estima locks. But my foot here as a frame is incredibly strong, but I'm in pretty big danger of the Estima lock. Now, what's really interesting, though, about this, though, is that because I'm controlling his tricep, he's not going to be able to wrap up the Estima lock. And even if he potentially could, I might have too much time to be able to defend there. So I finally get the lapel, look to make these connections. I can immediately feel he's not really reacting correctly. Man, if I knew what I knew today, being able to connect back through for the fly trap, be insane. And this is the earliest stages that I could tell you guys of the lapel zombie system, because I stole some of these concepts from Sebastian and just adapted the lapel to it. But if I knew what I knew today, I'm very confident that I would have knee barred Jackson, or he would have been really injured from this. You can see my wonderful tape job on my lower back. That submission attempt was, when I say nothing, I mean nothing. And this is when I'm working on exchanging my feet. I make an error because obviously I'm newer to this position. I've only been playing with it for 3 weeks. I accidentally put myself into 50-50. Then this is when it gets interesting. As I rotate through, catch a triangle, and what's nuts about this, gives up the arm to defend. Gives up the arm, and my back right here does not hold up great. But as it goes, you see his arm give, felt a really nasty pop, looking to reset, start going again. Referee stops us. To this day, I have no clue why he stopped us. But they end up going through, and as my feet hit the ground, my legs go numb. Long story short, medical DQ, not a good deal. But this is literally the earliest stages of the lapel zombie system through here. The biggest things that I've developed that I do different now is that I pull the heel past my armpit, putting it to the back. Let's see if we can get through here. So you see how he's able to rotate his foot, his toes this way. The different entry that we utilize now would have kept the toes facing like up towards my shoulder and up towards my head, which gives me strong braking mechanics. And this fight would have been a lot different. And in fact, me bringing my foot through here, I think my idea was to put my foot to the hip, but I end up shooting it all the way through, which ends up putting me into 50-50. And I think I got a little nervous with him coming this way, because in reality, all I need to do is take this right foot, hook in front of his quad, and there's no chance at all of him being able to pass around to that side. So This tricep control, by the way, when it comes to catching these, is absolutely insane. Even if I didn't make the grip on his wrist here, he's not going anywhere. And if I could have gone back, as soon as I lock this up, underhook this leg. But I will tell you, he did square up really quick. But if I underhook this leg, he falls back like that, I could bring my chest to my knee, and then this leg cannot come up and over in front of my chest to be able to defend the triangle. And I'm happy I went on it, but I even wonder in this position here if I actually make my focus of like sitting forward, getting control of the shin and underhooking the arm. But I can't really tell how much of his head is potentially escaping here, but I do know I felt his arm pop 4 times. This is probably why I stayed on it. Yeah, crazy match. Anyways, guys, we're going to be doing more of these. I have, truthfully, no clue. I was going to do some of the stream with Keenan's matches, but for whatever reason, YouTube took the live stream down with me looking at the video belonging to somebody else. It should be fair use, but we'll get it figured out. Look at sit through more of those matches and do some more of these. So make sure you guys check out the links down below if you guys are looking for a good lapel guard instructional. I also have like a school group to where we have a group of people for we call it the Lapel Guard Syndicate. For those that are looking to learn lapel guard and also help each other. We post each other sparring content and help each other get better. It's basically me being your guys' step coach. So hope you guys have a good day, get good training, and we'll see you guys